Hi, my name is Jane Dennison, and this is a workshop about step dancing in Newfoundland and Labrador. This style of dance has been done in the province for about 200 years. It came over with the early immigrants from England and Ireland. One of the things you can't help but notice when you see someone step dance is the sound that their feet makes while they're dancing. It's a really important feature of the dance style. That means that the surface that you're dancing on is important. It's got to be hard. I'm here on a wood floor. Listen to the nice noise it makes. A tile floor is also good if you're dancing inside. Carpet, not so good. You can dance outside. If you're dancing outside, your driveway would be good. The sidewalk, if there's one near your house. One thing that's really cool to dance on outside is a boardwalk or boards, because it's kind of bouncy and it makes a really great sound. The other thing that's important and related to the sound is what you have on your feet. When you're learning to dance, you can wear anything. You can wear sock feet, bare feet if you want. If you wear your sneakers, you need to be a little bit careful though. Well, for one thing, sneakers are kind of soft on the bottom and they don't make as great a sound. And sometimes, depending on what the sole is made out of, sneakers can kind of stick on the floor, which makes it harder to dance. So watch out for that. The best kind of shoes to wear for step dancing are shoes that have a hard bottom. They don't have to look like anything special, just like a hard bottom. I'm wearing shoes now that are like that. The other advantage of this kind of shoe is that it will slip on the floor a bit, which is good when you're step dancing because sometimes you need to move your feet like that, and it's much easier with that hard sole. So other things that are important to know or understand about step dancing is that you don't move around on the floor very much when you're dancing. You more or less dance in place. Also, you keep your feet close to the floor. You don't lift them up high. You take small steps down low. You don't kick your legs up high. It's all close to the floor. Small steps close to the floor while you're making an interesting sound. Those are the signs in this province of what we would consider a good step dancer. So this style of dance is improvised, which means that you can make up your own steps if you want to. A lot of people, when they're beginning, learn some steps from other people, and then they may later on develop their own steps. But usually step dancers have at least one and usually a couple of basic steps that they use. And they go back and forth between their steps and sometimes add in a variation, just something that's a little bit fancy. So you can, each time you do a dance, you can use the same sequence of steps, exactly the same, or you can change it up. But it's all based on steps that you've already and that you can put together quickly, shifting from one to the other. When you're dancing, you need to think about your body as well, obviously, attached to your feet. Your body should be relaxed when you're step dancing. Your arms are down by your side, just kind of hanging loose, not straight, and your whole body is loose. Your knees are slightly bent. You're not straight, and that slight bend in your knees all the time when you're step dancing will allow you to do quicker and nicer looking steps. So it's not a lot to think about. Just being relaxed is the main message. We're going to. I'm going to change the camera angle now to put it down close to my feet. So that you can see my feet really well while we're working on those basic steps. Okay, so first thing I'm going to say to you is that I'm never going to tell you which foot to use, left or right. That's totally up to you. It's an individual choice. Because you're dancing usually alone when you're step dancing, you're not having to match up with other people. So I use that foot here to start on, but that's just me. You do what you want. The first step that we're going to work on is a very simple little step I call the step scuff. And I'm going to dance it for you at a step dance speed. And while I'm dancing, I want you to also listen to the rhythm of the step. It goes like da 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 da. So pretty simple, intense, but intense kind of rhythm. This is what it looks like and sounds like at speed. And to slow that down, how it works is you take one step, and with the other foot, you kind of kick out your foot a bit. It's a little scuff. And then on that foot you just scuffed, you step and scuff the other heel, and back and forth. You do it with me. I'm going to start turning so that you can see it from different perspectives. You don't need to turn. Just stay doing it with me. As you get more comfortable with it, of course, you can speed up. With this one that's fairly easy, you'll probably find that you can start speeding up fairly quickly. Okay, step number 1, that was the step scuff. Step number 2, I call the step scuff stomp. And it starts off exactly the same way as the one that we just learned. But it's a little bit more complicated, and it's got a very different sound to it. So the sound is da 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 da. I'm going to dance it for you at speed. Listen for that sound I'm talking about. So let's break that down now. You start, whichever foot you're starting on, you step and scuff like we did before. Step and scuff. It's exactly the same as what we've already done. You step and then finish with a stomp. So it's actually got 6 parts. We'll start again using that same foot. Step, scuff, step, scuff, step, stomp. Now we do it on the other side. You're going to start with the foot that you just stomped on. Step, scuff, step, scuff, step, stomp. You're going back to the original foot you started on. I'm going to start turning now so that you can see what I'm doing as I dance. I'm going to start on my usual starting foot. How are you making out? That's a bit more tricky, isn't it? But believe me, if you keep doing that, you'll get it. So we've done the step scuff. We've done the step scuff stomp. Our next step is what I call the step toe step scuff. It's got 4 parts. And the rhythm of this one is da 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 da. This is what it looks like and sounds like at speed. So let's break that down. You start on the same foot as with the step. Step. On the other foot, you put your toe down, and you got to put down, and you got to like stand on it, then briefly. While you then step again on the foot you started with. And then on the foot that you had the toe, you do a scuff. I'll do that again from the start. Step, toe, step, scuff. Now you're going to change feet. Step, toe, step, scuff. Back to your first foot. Step, toe, toe, step, scuff. Step, toe, step, scuff. I'm going to start turning now so that you can see that step from different angles. Step, toe, step, scuff. Step, toe, step, scuff. Good. Okay, let's just quickly review those 3 steps, and then we will dance them with music. So the step, scuff. The step, scuff, stomp. And finally, the step, toe, step, scuff. Okay, so I'm going to put on a very slow tune in 4/4 time. These steps that we're working on are designed to go with 4/4, a reel in the traditional music. It's called R-E-E-L, a reel. And we're going to dance to the playing of Christina Smith and Jean Hewson. Five, 6, 7, 8. How was that? Pretty fun, hey? When you, that was a slow piece of music, but as you get more experienced dancing, you would pick something that goes slightly faster. I'm going to show you some fancy variations that you can do to spice up your dancing. These are a few. You can use these, make up your own. The first one is a few extra steps that you can add into your step scuff. It looks like this. Okay, we're not going to spend a long time working on these now. I'm just showing them to you. Another one is a heel toe, a very strong kind of step that you can take. This one you never really do very fast, but it's a nice little slow piece that you might throw into a step dance. It looks like this. Sometimes you move forward a little bit in doing that. You can step back. Or you can step scuff your way back. Again, you can do forward and back, or just forward or just back, whatever you want to do. Another one is toe-toe, heel-heel, or heel-heel, toe-toe. This one takes some practice. You need to really have strong ankles to do this one. Toe, toe, heel, heel, toe, toe. Or you can do heel, heel, toe, toe as well. Oh, I have to do more practice, obviously. I haven't got the strong ankles, but you get the idea. Okay, I'll just leave that with you. Those are things that you can throw in when you've got your basic steps worked out really solid. You can add something, one or all of them, into your step dance. So how'd you make out step dancing? It's pretty fun, isn't it? I have a couple of tips now to give you for your career as a future step dancer. Number one, practice, practice, practice. Like every day, several times. It will really make a difference because you get good, well, like anything in life, by spending time working on it. So I dance every day, many times a day, and I fit it in while doing other things. I may be at the kitchen sink. I may be out walking my dog and he stops to sniff at a tree, and sometimes people walking by look at me, "Ooh, what's that lady doing?" But I don't care. I like dancing, and actually, people like looking at dancing, so that's fine. Number two, this is an improvised dance, so do feel free to use your imagination to make up steps. Just remember, you got to keep in time with the music, and if you aspire, dream of being a great step dancer one day in this province, think about keeping your movements fairly small and your feet close to the floor. Don't worry if you find you're doing something and it's just not working out. Your steps are not fitting with the music. That could be because the music is not a suitable rhythm for the steps that you're doing. So don't worry about it. Either change your steps or change your music. Finally, dance to music that you like. There's lots of music out there, different rhythms. I mean, you may, as you continue in your journey as a step dancer, work out different steps for different rhythms, but find music that you like. And just to show you that you can dance to pretty much anything, I have a little dance I worked out to a nursery rhyme. Here it is. Hey diddle diddle, the cat and the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such fun, the dish ran away with a spoon. The dish ran away with a spoon. That's it. Have fun dancing.